we have currently in the Pinakothek der Moderne an installation called 1 Million German Passports by the artist Alfredo Jaar, and it's free of charge. You can also later drop into the rotunda and take a look. It's the ticket necessary. And this is an exhibition that is or installation that is designed or conceived by the artist Alfredo Jaar, who is from Chile, and he escaped from Chile during the dictatorship of Pinochet to New York, and became from first being an architect, became an artist, changed his profession and became an activist artist in New York. And since many years he has done a lot of socially related work, and so for example he did a major exhibition or installation work about the genocide in Rwanda. He followed 6 years the genocide in Rwanda, made projects out of it, which is quite let's say provocative and also very uncomfortable works that he produced out of his experience. And with other works he's always addressing these global issues of injustice, of migration, of also the questions of refugees. Specifically the refugee situation has really a central topic in his work. And the installation currently in the Pinakothek der Moderne is addressing with 1 million German passports the moment of 2015 when Angela Merkel said, we can manage it, wir schaffen das, when the refugee crisis came to Germany. And he was in New York and he said, like, this is how all the governments should react to these kind of moments. And that was the moment then when we invited him to produce a work here in Munich, that he said, okay, we produce this 1 million passports as a symbol of how many people Germany should have taken in that year. It was at the end, it was 800,000 or 890,000, but they didn't get, of course, they didn't get the passport. So that's the other question. So, okay, my name is Lepik, and I brought my provisory passport here because my real passport was stolen in New York, and we don't know how this happened. But I had in the passport, I had like 2 visas that I wanted to travel with to Bangladesh and to India. So without the passport and without the visa, I could not travel. So I got in less than a week, I got this temporary passport, including the visa that were later all cancelled when I got the regular passport. So this was the story of my passport.
So, good. Ich bin Charles Guerrero. I brought the Argentinian passport from Argentina. I come from Buenos Aires. And what I would like to say about my passport is, first of all, it was a big change in 2004 with the Island, Malvinas Islands here on the Antarctic. This was a big change in our passport with some changes also in the constitutions and after the dictator, the tax time. And in Argentina, if I would like to have the German passport, I don't need to less or to remain my Argentine citizenship. That's works in Argentina, but not in Chile, for example, or in other countries. Yeah.
So I'm Anja, and maybe in the future I will have the Argentinian passport as well because of my relationship. And what I want to say about the Argentinian passport is that the double citizenship is really common in Argentina, because between 1870 and 1930 there were 6 million Europeans going to Argentina. So now, like children or grandchildren, or even further, they can ask for the mostly Italian or Spanish citizenship, or there were a lot of Italians or Spanish people going to Argentina. So now their children can ask for these citizenships. So there are a lot of people, and this leads to the fact that the passport is also a manifestation of racism, because in Argentina, often you are asked, where does your family come from? And it's a different if you say, my family is a native family, or my family comes from Europe. So there's a little bit of racism in the talking about the passport.
Hello and thank you everyone. My name is Sina. I come from Iran. I live in Germany. I've been living in Germany for 4 years. But I have an Iranian passport. And the funny and kind of ironic point for me is that I was born and raised and lived for 30 years in Iran under a totalitarian dictatorship, and just because of that experience, I still can, because of that experience, ironically, I cannot travel wherever I want, and I cannot be as systematically respected as my colleagues, a lot of my friends and a lot of my colleagues. I mean, I was privileged enough not to have any direct political or social problems in Iran, but at the same time, sometimes when living and traveling in Europe or to other countries, I feel the discrimination. And I think for a lot of people in the world, that's even worse. And I don't know what the solution is, but I know that something is wrong.
I am Zarei. I'm from Kosovo. This is my passport. It's not such a powerful passport. You can travel 14 countries visa-free, and 26 with visa on arrivals. We just searched it. And hopefully from the beginning of the next year, Kosovo will travel free of visa in the Schengen area. And yeah, it has 32 pages. That is not so many pages for a lot of visas that you need during 10 years.
My name is Damian Kokalewski and I live in Germany for 2 years. Now on my passport it says that I come from Republic of Macedonia, but actually I come from the Republic of North Macedonia because my country changed the name in 2019, and you can see here there is a stamp saying that this passport is a property of the Republic of North Macedonia. So there are actually two names of two countries, and sometimes it's confusing, but you know, nevertheless, I have a passport, which is already okay. If you look inside my passport, there are a lot of visas and a lot of stamps. Needless to say, we need visas to travel to a lot of countries, and the passport fills up quite quickly if you need to travel. And every time I'm made aware of our country being part of Europe, but not part of European Union, is every time I leave or enter the EU, where you are going under certain scrutiny and you must have a stamp since you're not allowed to be more than 3 or 6 months per year inside of the European Union in total. So overall, it's not a bad passport to have, but in case I want to get a German passport one day, I would have to give up on this one.
My name is Bernard Ocheng from Kenya. I study here at TUM, MSc Biomedical Engineering and Medical Physics. I'll tell you a little bit about Kenya. Now, Kenya lies on the East African coast, bordering the Indian Ocean, and has a landmass of 582,646 square kilometers. And as you might be aware, it's the home of the world champion marathoners and long distance athletes, and also the diverse wildlife that is there, the cultural heritage, and of course the breathtaking natural scenery. The language spoken in Kenya, the national language is Kiswahili, which together with English are the two official languages. But most interestingly, did you know that Kenya is recognized as the cradle of humankind? Yeah, I thought you should know. With a hotbed of archaeological discoveries contributing to the human history, to the history of human evolution. The national museums in Kenya hold about 350,000 fossils, and out of these, about 700 are of human fossils. So the archaeological work there is quite detailed to support this recognition as a cradle of humankind. I thought you should know about this passport.
Hi, my name is Rukia. I am from Kosovo as well, and I have the Kosovo citizenship. And even though I'm entitled to have the German citizenship now, I refuse to give my passport, and I'm waiting for the double citizenship since over 28 years. This is the years I'm living in Germany, and I refuse to give the passport from Kosovo because it's been a long journey for Kosovo to become independent and a country. And I feel German in Kosovo, so I'm waiting for the German government to give me my other citizenship as well.
Okay, hi, my name is Chris. I was born in the GDR in 1985. Lucky enough for me, my father is Hungarian, and so I have a dual citizenship. I also had the Hungarian, which enabled me to travel, which I would have not been able to as a GDR citizen, born in Berlin. In a divided city. So my mother, for example, couldn't travel with us to West Berlin. I could. And so for me, having the Hungarian nationality and the Hungarian passport enabled me to travel in a time from 1985 to 1989 until the GDR still existed.